What if the foods you eat every day are secretly destroying your memory and focus? It's not just aging. Some harmless foods might be draining your brain power without you even realizing it. But don't worry, stay tuned, because we're about to reveal the everyday foods to avoid and the powerful ones that can supercharge your mind. What you eat could be silently affecting your most precious asset, your memory. Certain foods might be damaging your brain, making it harder to recall important details, focus, or even connect with the people. Memory loss is not just a symptom of aging. It is triggered by wrong diets. These foods may seem harmless, but over time, they could be costing you your clarity. So which foods are putting your brain at risk, and how can you avoid them? Join us as we reveal the foods you must avoid to protect your memory. The truth about memory. From the moment we are born, our brains are bombarded by a huge amount of information about ourselves and the world around us. So how do we hold on to everything we have learned and experienced? Memories! Human memory is a powerful storage system that helps us learn, grow, and navigate the world. It allows us to recall everything from our earliest childhood experiences to complex problem-solving skills. Whether it's remembering a loved one's face or recalling facts for an exam, memory is central to how we function. With that said, it's important to understand just how vital your brain is to your overall health and well-being. Your brain is the most important organ in your body. It keeps your heart beating, lungs beating, and all the systems in your body functioning. That's why it's essential to keep your brain working in optimum condition with a healthy diet. Some foods have negative effects on the brain, impacting your memory and mood, and increasing your risk of dementia. Estimates predict that dementia will affect more than 65 million people worldwide by 2030. Luckily, you can help reduce your risk of the disease by cutting certain foods out of your diet. But are you unknowingly consuming the very foods that could be putting your brain at risk? Find out the top foods to avoid to protect your brain and reduce your risk of dementia. 6 surprising foods that affect memory. Sugary drinks. Sugary drinks, including beverages like soda, sports drinks, energy drinks, and fruit juices. A high intake of sugary drinks not only expands your waistline and boosts your risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease, it also has a negative effect on your brain. An excessive intake of sugary drinks increases the odds of developing type 2 diabetes, which has been shown to increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease. In addition, higher sugar levels in the blood can increase the risk of dementia, even in people without diabetes. The main ingredient in many sugary drinks is high fructose corn syrup, which is 55% fructose and 45% glucose. Consuming too much fructose can cause weight gain, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and artery damage. These conditions can increase the risk of developing dementia later in life. Research on animals has found that consuming too much fructose can cause the brain to become less responsive to insulin, leading to memory loss. One study in rats found that a diet high in sugar increased brain inflammation and impaired memory. Rats that ate a diet with 11% high fructose corn syrup performed worse than those that ate a diet with 11% regular sugar. Another study found that rats fed a diet high in fructose gained more body fat. While further studies in humans are needed, the results suggest that a high intake of fructose from sugary drinks may have additional negative effects on the brain, beyond the effects of sugar. Some alternatives to sugary drinks include water, unsweetened iced tea, vegetable juice, and unsweetened dairy products. Refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates include sugars and highly processed grains, such as white flour. These types of carbs generally have a high glycemic index. This means your body digests them quickly, causing a spike in your blood sugar and insulin levels. Also, when eaten in larger quantities, these foods often have a high glycemic load. The glycemic index refers to how much a food raises your blood sugar levels, based on the serving size. Foods that are high glycemic index and high glycemic load have been found to impair brain function. Research has shown that just a single meal with a high glycemic load can lead to memory loss in both children and adults. Another study in healthy university students found that those who had a higher intake of fat and refined sugar also had poorer memory. This effect on memory may be due to inflammation of the hippocampus, a part of the brain that affects some aspects of memory, as well as responsiveness to hunger and fullness cues. Inflammation is known as a risk factor for degenerative diseases of the brain, including dementia. Elderly people who get more than 58% of their daily calories from carbohydrates have an almost double risk of mild mental impairment and dementia. Consuming high amounts of refined carbohydrates can also affect brain function, leading to dementia. Healthy, lower glycemic index carbs include foods such as vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains. Foods high in trans fats. Trans fats are a type of unsaturated fat that can have a detrimental effect on brain health. While trans fats occur naturally in animal products like meat and dairy, these are not a major concern. It is industrially produced trans fats, also known as hydrogenated vegetable oils, that are a problem. These artificial trans fats can be found in shortening, margarine, frosting, snack foods, ready-made cakes, and prepackaged cookies. When people consume higher amounts of trans fats, they tend to have an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease, poorer memory, and lower brain volume. Trans fats should be avoided. They have a negative effect on many other aspects of health, including heart health and inflammation. More research is required on the effects of trans fats on memory. An existing study of 38 women found that those who consume more saturated fat relative to unsaturated fat performed worse on memory and recognition measures. It may be that their relative ratios of fat in the diet are an important factor, not just the type of fat itself. For example, diets high in omega-3 fatty acids have been found to help protect against cognitive decline. Omega-3s increase the secretion of anti-inflammatory compounds in the brain and can have a protective effect, especially in older adults. You can increase the amount of omega-3 fats in your diet by eating foods like fish, chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts. Highly processed foods. Highly processed foods tend to be high in sugar, added fats, and salt. They include foods such as chips, sweets, instant noodles, microwave popcorn, store-bought sauces, and ready-made meals. These foods are usually high in calories and low in other nutrients. They are exactly the kind of foods that cause weight gain, which can have a negative effect on your brain health. Increased fat around the organs is associated with brain tissue damage. The nutrient composition of processed foods in the Western diet can also negatively affect the brain and contribute to the development of degenerative diseases. Also, a diet high in unhealthy ingredients can result in lower levels of sugar metabolism in the brain and a decrease in brain tissue. A research involving 18,080 people found that a diet high in fried foods and processed meats is associated with lower scores in learning and memory. So diet high in red meat, processed meat, baked beans, and fried food is linked with inflammation and a faster decline in reasoning over 10 years. In animal studies, rats fed a high-fat, high-sugar diet for 8 months showed impaired learning ability and negative changes to brain plasticity. Another study found that rats fed a high-calorie diet experienced disruptions to the blood-brain barrier. The blood-brain barrier is a membrane between the brain and blood supply for the rest of the body. It helps protect the brain by preventing some substances from entering. One of the ways processed foods may negatively impact the brain is by reducing the production of a molecule called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. This molecule is found in various parts of the brain, including the hippocampus, and it's important for long-term memory, learning, and the growth of new neurons. Therefore, any reduction can have negative impacts on these functions. You can avoid processed foods by eating mostly fresh, whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, meat, and fish. Additionally, a Mediterranean-style diet has been shown to protect against cognitive decline. Aspartame. Aspartame is an artificial sweetener used in many sugar-free products. People often choose to use it when trying to lose weight or avoid sugar when they have diabetes. It is also found in many commercial products, not specifically targeted at people with diabetes. However, this widely used sweetener has also been linked to behavioral and cognitive problems, though the research has been controversial. It is made of phenylalanine, methanol, and aspartic acid. Phenylalanine can cross the blood-brain barrier and might disrupt the production of neurotransmitters. Additionally, aspartame is a chemical stressor and may increase the brain's vulnerability to oxidative stress. Some scientists have suggested these factors may cause negative effects on learning and emotions, which have been observed when aspartame is consumed in excess. Aspartame is also linked to several concerning effects on both mental and neurological health. When consumed in high amounts, around 11 mg for every pound of body weight, consuming high amounts of aspartame can have detrimental effects on emotional well-being and mental function. Also, too much of aspartame can affect the mood, worsen depression, and impair thinking. Moreover, consuming artificially sweetened soft drinks increases the risk of stroke and dementia, further suggesting that these sweeteners pose significant risks to brain health. Animal studies reveal even more alarming effects. Regular intake of aspartame impairs memory, triggers oxidative stress in the brain, and throws off the brain's natural antioxidant balance. These findings suggest that long-term exposure to aspartame may have damaging consequences on cognitive function and emotional well-being. In addition, a number of researchers have reported that aspartame has no adverse effects. However, if you'd prefer to avoid it, you can simply cut artificial sweeteners and excess sugar from your diet altogether. Alcohol. When consumed in moderation, alcohol can be an enjoyable addition to a nice meal. However, excessive consumption can have serious effects on the brain. Chronic alcohol may result in a reduction in brain volume, metabolic changes, and disruption of neurotransmitters, which are chemicals that the brain uses to communicate. People with alcoholism often have a deficiency in vitamin B1. This can lead to a brain disorder called Wernicke's encephalopathy, which in turn can develop into Korsakoff's syndrome. That's not all. Alcohol consumption during pregnancy has bad effects on the fetus. Since the brain is still developing, alcohol exposure can lead to developmental disorders like fetus alcohol syndrome. In teenagers, alcohol abuse is equally harmful as their brains are still maturing. Teenagers who consume alcohol show clear abnormalities in brain structure, function, and behavior compared to those who abstain. More so, alcoholic beverages mixed with energy drinks have greater risk. They lead to higher rates of binge drinking, memory loss, risk behavior, and a greater risk of alcohol dependence. Alcohol also disrupts sleep patterns. Drinking large amounts before bed is linked to poor sleep quality, which can result in chronic sleep deprivation. However, moderate alcohol consumption has been linked to certain benefits, such as improved heart health and a reduced risk of diabetes. These positive effects are most commonly associated with drinking 1 glass of wine per day. Overall, you should avoid excessive alcohol consumption, especially if you're a teenager or a young adult, and avoid binge drinking entirely. If you are pregnant, it is the safest to avoid drinking alcohol altogether. Aspartame. Aspartame is a common artificial sweetener found in diet sodas, sugar-free gums, and other forms of low-calorie snacks. This is a food additive that is often difficult to detect. Aspartame is usually sold as an alternative, healthy sugar. It's tempting for those looking to cut calories without giving up sweetness. However, for those that intend to protect their memory and keep their mind sharp, aspartame may be one ingredient worth avoiding. Research suggests that regular intake of aspartame is linked to cognitive issues, including memory loss, forgetfulness, and even behavioral changes over time. Aspartame is a combination of 2 amino acids, phenylalanine and aspartic acid. When ingested, it breaks down into methanol, a type of alcohol that, in large amounts, can be harmful to the body. Although methanol is typically processed in small amounts by the body, consuming aspartame regularly or in large quantities may increase the levels of methanol to a point where it becomes toxic. For the brain, this is where the trouble begins. Methanol can disrupt the central nervous system and has been linked to behavioral changes. Some studies suggest the prolonged use of aspartame can lead to oxidative stress in the brain, which harms memory and reduces mental clarity. For those that want to maintain a sharp memory, it may be beneficial to limit or avoid foods and beverages containing aspartame. Studies indicate that the constant exposure to aspartame may cause hidden changes in brain chemistry, leading to issues such as mood swings, decreased learning ability, and a reduced ability to recall information. Long-term use can also affect neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers in the brain that play a key role in memory function. If you choose to consume aspartame, moderation is key. A safe way to use it is by limiting intake to occasional treats rather than daily consumption. Reading labels carefully can help you stay aware of products that contain aspartame, allowing you to make more informed choices about how often you consume it. Additionally, there are natural alternatives like honey or stevia that can provide sweetness without the risk connected with artificial sweeteners. In short, while aspartame may seem like an easy swap for sugar, especially in weight loss diets, the potential risks to brain health make it a substance worth approaching with caution. For those looking to keep their mind sharp and memory strong, steering clear of aspartame, whenever possible, might be a wise choice. Alcohol. Alcohol is a drink especially in part of social gatherings and celebrations around the world. Many people enjoy it in moderation, whether it's a glass of wine, with dinner, or a drink at a party. However, when it comes to protecting memory and brain health, alcohol is something to approach carefully. Studies show that excessive drinking is directly linked to memory loss, slower thinking, and even permanent cognitive decline. For anyone wanting to keep their mind sharp, limiting alcohol intake may be a wise choice. Alcohol affects the brain in many ways, and its impact on memory is particularly concerning. When a person drinks too much, the brain's communication pathways are disrupted, leading to impaired short-term memory and decreased ability to focus. This can make it harder to retain information, solve problems, and think clearly. For example, binge drinking, consuming several drinks in a short period, can lead to blackouts or periods where a person cannot remember events that happened while they were drinking. Over time, repeated heavy drinking can cause long-term memory problems and may even shrink areas of the brain responsible for learning and recall, such as the hippocampus. One reason alcohol is so harmful to memory is that it interferes with the balance of chemicals in the brain, especially neurotransmitters, which improve human memory and mood. Alcohol also causes dehydration, which can make the brain temporarily shrink, leading to brain fog and difficulties in remembering things clearly. Studies suggest that people who drink heavily over long periods are at a higher risk for dementia, a serious form of memory and thinking decline even at relatively young ages. To enjoy alcohol safely and still protect your memory, moderation is essential. For most adults, this means sticking to low-risk levels, up to 1 drink per day for women and up to 2 drinks per day for men, according to health guidelines. Drinking water between alcoholic beverages and keeping track of how much you are drinking can also help reduce the effects on memory. For a sharper mind, it may be best to reserve alcohol for special occasions or to choose drinks with lower alcohol content. Non-alcoholic alternatives, such as sparkling water with a little lime, can be a refreshing substitute to alcohol that doesn't harm your brain health. While alcohol can be enjoyed safely in moderation, excessive drinking can have a real effect on your memory and cognitive function. So it is better to limit the intake for a healthier brain. Fried foods. Fried foods like chips, fried chicken, and French fries are usually tempting because they are crispy, savory, and full of flavor. Yet while these foods may taste great, they come with hidden risks for brain health. Fried foods are typically loaded with unhealthy fats, oils, and high levels of salt, all of which can negatively impact the brain and reduce memory function. For those that want to keep their mind sharp and memory strong, reducing fried foods is a good way to start. The main issue with fried foods is the type of fats they contain. Many fried foods are cooked in oils high in trans fats and saturated fats, which are known to raise cholesterol levels and increase inflammation in the body. Studies show that these unhealthy fats can block blood vessels, including those that supply blood to the brain. Reduced blood flow to the brain over time may lead to slower thinking, trouble concentrating, and even memory problems. Fried foods can also contribute to oxidative stress, a condition where harmful molecules called free radicals damage cells, including brain cells. This damage can affect mental clarity, making it harder to remember things or learn new information. Research has found that people who frequently eat fried foods may experience a faster rate of memory loss decline as they age. High consumption of fried foods has been linked to poorer performance on memory and thinking tests, showing that the effects are real and measurable. The connection between fried foods and memory loss is thought to be related to both the high levels of fats and the way these foods are processed, which can add harmful chemicals to the mix. If you wish to enjoy fried foods, there are safer ways to include them in your diet without putting your memory at risk. One option is to choose air-fried versions of your favorite fried foods, which use far less oil and still create a crispy texture. Baking or grilling foods is another healthy alternative that reduces unhealthy fats while preserving flavor. When you indulge in traditional fried foods, it's best to limit them to special occasions and avoid making them a regular part of your diet. While fried foods may seem like a quick and tasty choice, eating them regularly could have lasting effects on memory and cognitive function. For better brain health, choosing baked or grilled options can be a delicious way to enjoy similar flavors without the risks associated with fried foods. Highly processed foods. Highly processed foods like fast food, frozen meals, and packaged snacks are very convenient to make. Sometimes it can be tasty to eat in minutes. They are designed for our fast-paced lifestyles, but they come with a cost to brain health. These foods are packed with artificial additives, preservatives, and excess sugars, which may harm memory and focus over time. For anyone looking to maintain a sharp mind, avoiding highly processed foods is a key step toward better brain health. The main issue with highly processed foods is the lack of nutrients and presence of harmful chemicals used to preserve taste and extend shelf life. These foods often contain high amounts of salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats, along with artificial colors and flavors. Research suggests that diets high in processed foods can lead to inflammation, including in the brain. This inflammation can interfere with the brain's ability to communicate very well, which may result in problems with memory and focus. High levels of sugar, commonly found in processed snacks, can also cause blood sugar spikes that lead to energy crashes, affecting attention and mental clarity. A major concern with processed foods is their impact on brain chemicals that help with mood, learning, and memory. Studies have shown that diets rich in processed foods are linked to a greater risk of cognitive decline and may even contribute to conditions like dementia. Highly processed foods can also disrupt gut health by damaging beneficial gut bacteria, which play an important role in brain function. An unhealthy gut can contribute to mood swings, anxiety, and problems with memory. For those who enjoy processed foods, there are safer ways to consume them without compromising focus and memory. One option is to limit these foods to occasional treats rather than making them part of your daily diet. When choosing processed foods, reading labels can help you identify those with fewer additives, lower sodium, and less added sugar. There are also minimally processed alternatives available, such as frozen fruits and vegetables, which are nutritious and convenient without the same health risks as heavily processed options. While highly processed foods are convenient and widely available, their impact on brain health makes them a food to approach with caution. Choosing whole foods and minimally processed options is a great way to support memory and overall cognitive function, keeping the brain sharper and healthier for years to come. Foods high in sodium. Foods high in sodium, like canned soups, packaged snacks, and processed meals, are often a hidden source of excessive salt in our diets. While salt can enhance flavor, too much of it can have a negative impact on both body and mind. For those who want to protect their memory and maintain sharp thinking, high-sodium foods are best limited or avoided. Excessive sodium intake is linked to high blood pressure, a condition that strains blood vessels and restricts blood flow. This reduced circulation affects the brain as it depends on a steady flow of oxygen-rich blood to function well. Studies have shown that high blood pressure over time may lead to cognitive issues, including memory loss and trouble with focus. High sodium levels may also trigger inflammation in the blood vessels, making it harder for the brain to send and receive messages smoothly. This effect is especially concerning because it can speed up cognitive decline as we age. Additionally, high-sodium foods often lack essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Consuming too much salt can cause dehydration, which can lead to brain fog, making it difficult to concentrate or recall details clearly. Over time, the effects of a high-sodium diet on the brain may contribute to conditions like dementia. It's especially important to monitor sodium intake because it's easy to consume large amounts without even realizing it, given that salt is added to many everyday items, including bread, sauces, and prepackaged meals. For those who enjoy salty foods, there are ways to enjoy them without overdoing it. Preparing meals at home allows you to control the amount of salt in each dish. Fresh herbs, spices, and natural flavors like lemon or garlic can add plenty of taste without the extra sodium. If you buy packaged or canned foods, look for low sodium or no added salt versions. Draining and rinsing canned foods like beans and vegetables can also reduce sodium levels significantly. Salt can add flavors to our meals. Too much can harm brain health and affect memory. By opting for lower sodium alternatives and using natural flavor enhancers, you can protect your brain while still enjoying delicious food. Artificial sweeteners. To understand why artificial sweeteners may harm memory, we must first know what they are. Artificial sweeteners such as aspartame, saccharin, and sucralose are synthetic sugar substitutes designed to mimic the taste of sugar without the calories. They are commonly found in diet sodas, sugar-free desserts, and light versions of snacks. These products are popular among people aiming to reduce calorie intake or manage blood sugar levels. However, their benefits come with a hidden cost that directly affects brain health. Research suggests that artificial sweeteners, particularly aspartame, may interfere with memory and brain function. A study published in Molecular Neurobiology revealed that long-term aspartame consumption disrupts the balance of neurotransmitters in the brain, including serotonin, which plays a key role in memory and mood regulation. Study in behavioral brain research linked aspartame intake to oxidative stress in the brain, a condition that damages brain cells and weakens cognitive function. This happens because the body metabolizes aspartame into phenylalanine, aspartic acid, and methanol. While these components are harmless in small doses, chronic exposure may overstimulate neurons, leading to their exhaustion. Over time, this overstimulation has been shown to impair the brain's ability to form and retrieve memories effectively. The risks of consuming artificial sweeteners outweigh their benefits, especially for individuals that want sharp memory. Long-term exposure to aspartame and similar substances increases the chance of memory loss as oxidative stress and disrupted neurotransmitter levels compound their effects on the brain. Furthermore, artificial sweeteners may trick the brain into craving sweet foods, and this can lead to overconsumption of harmful calories and an increased risk of cognitive decline through indirect pathways. But what is the alternative to artificial sweeteners? Let's find out. Fortunately, there are simpler, healthier alternatives. Replacing artificial sweeteners with natural ones like stevia, raw honey, or pure maple syrup allows you to enjoy sweetness without sacrificing memory. These options contain trace nutrients and are metabolized differently, reducing their impact on brain health. Additionally, choosing unsweetened beverages or flavoring water with fruits like lemon or berries can help reduce the overall reliance on artificial sweeteners. By cutting artificial sweeteners from your diet and choosing natural alternatives, you can preserve neurotransmitter balance, protect your brain cells, and maintain sharper memory. This small change in dietary choices could make a significant difference in cognitive health over the long term. Red meat. Red meats such as beef, lamb, and pork are a rich source of high-quality protein, iron, and essential vitamins like B12. These nutrients support muscle growth, energy production, and the creation of red blood cells. However, the benefits of red meat come with limitations. When consumed in excess, particularly in the form of processed varieties like sausages and bacon, red meats may pose significant health risks. These risks are not limited to cardiovascular issues. They extend to brain health. Moderation is always the key. Red meat may be good. While a steak or roast can supply valuable nutrients, consistently relying on red meat as a dietary staple can expose the body to harmful substances like saturated fats and nitrates. These compounds are known to contribute to inflammation, a condition increasingly linked to memory and cognitive decline. The line between benefit and harm is thin, making it crucial to evaluate how much red meat we consume and how it impacts the brain. How does red meat affect your memory? Studies have repeatedly connected high red meat consumption to cognitive decline. Saturated fats, prevalent in red meats, are a primary culprit. A study published in Neurology found that diets high in saturated fats were associated with poorer memory and slower cognitive processing speeds in middle-aged and older adults. These fats contribute to inflammation and the buildup of beta-amyloid plaques in the brain, a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. Another concern is the inflammatory response triggered by processed meats. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that individuals who consumed large quantities of processed meats were at greater risk for cognitive impairment. This is because the preservatives, nitrates, and added salts in these foods exacerbate inflammation throughout the body, including the brain. Excessive red meat consumption can also lead to metabolic conditions like obesity and type 2 diabetes, which further compound memory issues. High cholesterol levels, often associated with red meat-heavy diets, impair blood flow to the brain, reducing oxygen supply to areas crucial for memory and learning. These interconnected issues highlight the importance of regulating red meat intake to safeguard cognitive health. What can you do instead? Protecting your brain doesn't mean cutting out all meat. Replacing red meat with brain-friendly proteins can provide the same nutritional benefits without the cognitive risks. Fish, especially fatty varieties like salmon and mackerel, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support brain function. A study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience highlighted how omega-3s improve memory and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Legumes such as lentils and chickpeas offer plant-based protein and fiber while promoting stable blood sugar levels, essential for maintaining focus and mental clarity. Nuts, particularly walnuts and almonds, are another excellent alternative, providing healthy fats and oxidants that protect neurons from damage. Transitioning to a balanced diet with a variety of protein sources can improve memory and brain health. Moderating red meat intake while prioritizing fish, legumes, and nuts ensures your body gets the nutrients it needs without compromising cognitive function. This small shift in eating habits could make a significant difference in preserving mental sharpness over time. Certain vegetable oils. Vegetable oils are a common ingredient in modern diets, often used for frying, baking, and as an ingredient in processed snacks and packaged foods. Among these, corn oil, soybean oil, and sunflower oil stand out for their high omega-6 fatty acid content. Omega-6 fatty acids are essential for the body, but their benefits reduce when consumed excessively. These oils dominate many processed and fast foods, making it easy to overconsume them without realizing the long-term effects. The convenience of these oils has made them common in many households and commercial kitchens. However, their excess use comes with a hidden danger. When omega-6 fatty acids overshadow other fats in the diet, they may affect the delicate balance required for optimal brain function. How does the omega-6 and omega-3 imbalance affect brain health? The brain thrives on a balance of fats, particularly omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-3s found in foods like fatty fish and flax seeds are known to reduce inflammation, protect brain cells, and support memory. Omega-6s, while necessary in small amounts, can have the opposite effect when consumed in excess. Research in Frontiers in Neurology shows that a high ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 in the diet promotes chronic inflammation, which is linked to cognitive decline and memory issues. That's not all. Chronic inflammation in the brain can affect communication between neurons by slowing thinking processes and reducing the brain's ability to form new memories. Excessive omega-6 intake has also been associated with increased levels of oxidative stress, a condition that damages brain cells. A study published in Prostaglandins, Leukotrienes, and Essential Fatty Acids found that diets high in omega-6 fatty acids heighten markers of inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are detrimental to brain health. The problem lies not only in the quantity of omega-6 fatty acids, but also in the lack of sufficient omega-3s to counteract their effects. When the balance tips heavily toward omega-6s, the brain's natural defense mechanisms falter, making it more vulnerable to damage and memory loss over time. What can you do to maintain the right balance? Protecting your brain starts with choosing the right fats. Replacing omega-6 rich oils like corn and soybean oil with healthier alternatives is a simple but powerful step. Olive oil, for example, is a monosaturated fat that has been shown to reduce inflammation and support brain health. A study in the Journal of Nutrition highlighted the benefits of olive oil in preserving cognitive function and reducing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Another effective strategy is increasing omega-3 intake to restore balance. Foods like salmon, chia seeds, and walnuts are excellent sources of omega-3s. Incorporating these into your diet helps reduce inflammation and improve neuron communication, directly supporting memory and learning. Small changes in your cooking habits can also make a difference. Use oils like avocado oil or coconut oil for frying and baking, as they are more stable at high temperatures and produce fewer inflammatory compounds. By being mindful of the oils you use and striving for a better balance of fats, you can protect your brain and maintain sharper memory for years to come. White rice. White rice is a common food in many diets, known for its versatility and quick cooking time. However, its processed nature and high glycemic make it less ideal for those looking to maintain sharper memory. White rice undergoes milling and polishing that strips away the bran and germ layers, removing fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This leaves behind a starchy core that digests quickly, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. While whole grains like brown rice or quinoa retain their nutrient-dense outer layers, offering a steady release of energy and vital nutrients. White rice, despite its convenience, lacks the nutritional complexity needed to support long-term brain health. Over time, its impact on blood sugar regulation can contribute to issues that extend beyond physical health and into a realm of cognitive function. How does white rice affect memory and cognition? Blood sugar regulation plays a crucial role in maintaining cognitive health. Foods like white rice, which have a high glycemic index, cause sharp increases and subsequent crashes in blood sugar levels. These fluctuations place stress on the brain, which relies on a consistent supply of glucose to function efficiently. Over time, repeated blood sugar spikes can damage blood vessels, which will affect the delivery of nutrients and oxygen to brain cells. Studies have linked diets high in refined carbohydrates like white rice to cognitive decline. Research published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that individuals with diets high in refined carbs had a significantly higher risk of developing mild cognitive impairment and dementia. This connection arises because rapid glucose metabolism triggers inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which damage neurons and impair memory formation. Additionally, excessive consumption of refined carbs has been associated with insulin resistance, a condition that affects the brain's ability to regulate energy use effectively. Insulin resistance has been implicated in the development of Alzheimer's disease, often referred to as type 3 diabetes, due to its strong link with glucose dysregulation. Are there better alternatives to white rice? The good news is that making small dietary changes can significantly improve brain health. Swapping white rice for whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, or barley offers a host of benefits. These options have a lower glycemic index, providing a slower and more stable release of glucose into the bloodstream. This helps maintain consistent energy levels and reduces the risk of blood sugar spikes that harm brain function. For instance, brown rice retains its bran and germ, delivering fiber, antioxidants, and magnesium, nutrients that support brain health and improve focus. Quinoa, a protein-packed seed, contains essential amino acids and anti-inflammatory properties, while barley is rich in beta-glucan fiber, which promotes a healthy gut-brain axis. Maintaining stable blood sugar levels is crucial for preserving memory. Including whole grains in your diet not only enhances cognitive performance, but also supports overall brain health. By making this simple switch, you can protect your neurons, foster mental clarity, and build a foundation for lifelong cognitive decline. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are a small yet powerful snack that contains essential nutrients to support brain health and memory. Rich in magnesium, iron, zinc, and copper, these tiny seeds make an easy, nutritious addition to daily meals. Here is how they work to boost your memory and how you can enjoy them. Pumpkin seeds are especially high in magnesium, a mineral critical for brain function. Magnesium helps regulate nerve signals and supports overall cognitive health. It helps with memory and boosts concentration. Additionally, pumpkin seeds are loaded with iron, a nutrient that carries oxygen to the brain and keeps mental energy levels steady. Zinc is another key nutrient that strengthens communication between brain cells. It helps improve cognitive performance and response time. That's not all. Copper, another mineral found in pumpkin seeds, which supports the brain's neurotransmitter production and enhances memory and learning. Each of these nutrients has a unique impact on the brain. Magnesium helps reduce stress, which is essential for maintaining clear thinking and memory function. Zinc contributes to neurogenesis, the formation of new neurons, which keeps your brain sharp and adaptable. Iron supports the brain's oxygen needs, ensuring mental clarity, while copper promotes the synthesis of neurotransmitters, which are vital for memory and learning. Together, these nutrients support memory retention, enhance focus, and may even protect against age-related cognitive decline. Pumpkin seeds can easily be added to many meals. Sprinkle a handful of the seeds on salads for a crunchy topping, or mix them into yogurt with a bit of honey for a sweet and healthy snack. You can also toss them with nuts and dried fruits for a nutritious trail mix that's perfect on the go. For a warm twist, you can roast them with a pinch of sea salt or a dash of cinnamon. Pumpkin seeds aren't just a tasty snack, they support your brain and memory with every bite. Seaweed. Seaweed is a nutrient-rich food that is common in Asian cuisine. It is consumed for its unique flavor and impressive health benefits. This green treasure from the ocean contains many essential nutrients that can benefit brain health and memory. Seaweed's nutritional power comes from its high levels of iodine and tyrosine, both of which play a vital role in supporting the brain. Iodine is especially important for thyroid health, which directly impacts brain function. It helps regulate hormones that control energy levels and metabolism. Tyrosine, an amino acid, is also found in seaweed and assists the brain in producing neurotransmitters that help with focus and memory. Both iodine and tyrosine create a supportive environment for mental clarity and better brain activity. Let's find out how they impact the brain. Iodine is good for proper cognitive development and maintenance. When the brain doesn't get enough iodine, focus and memory can suffer. Iodine can support the thyroid gland, which controls the release of hormones involved in brain development and function. These hormones ensure that nerve cells communicate well, allowing for clear thinking and improved memory. Seaweed's iodine content makes it a good choice for maintaining brain health, especially in areas where iodine-rich foods are not common. Tyrosine, on the other hand, works to boost neurotransmitters like dopamine, which influence mood, alertness, and memory. By increasing dopamine levels, seaweed can help enhance focus, making it easier to retain information and recall it when needed. The combination of iodine and tyrosine makes seaweed a unique food for anyone looking to support their memory and overall cognitive health. Incorporating seaweed into your diet can be simple and delicious. For a quick snack, try crispy nori sheets, which can be eaten on their own or used as a wrap for rice and vegetables. Seaweed also adds great flavor to salads and soups. You can even sprinkle dried seaweed flakes over popcorn or roasted vegetables for a hint of ocean-inspired flavor. Adding seaweed to your meals is an easy way to improve your brain health with just a little change in your diet. Lion's mane mushroom. Lion's mane mushroom is pretty unique. It's not only known for its white appearance, but also for its benefits on brain health. This mushroom has long been used in Eastern medicine, but has recently gained attention due to its natural brain-boosting properties. Lion's mane is seen as a powerful aid for memory and focus, making it more than just a culinary addition. For anyone looking to support mental clarity, it's one of the best options. So what makes a lion's mane mushroom different? What makes lion's mane different are two key compounds, heracyanines and erinacinae. These compounds have been shown to promote the production of a protein called nerve growth factor. They help to keep brain cells connected and healthy. NGF helps neurons communicate and is essential for memory and learning. Basically, by boosting NGF levels, lion's mane can potentially keep brain cells in a good condition, which is good for brain health. Not only that, but heracyanines and erinacines also seem to help reduce inflammation and protect against oxidative stress in the brain. This is especially helpful as we age, as it may slow down some of the natural wear and tear on our mental function over time. That's not all. Studies suggest that lion's mane could positively impact memory and mental sharpness. Research on older adults found that those who took lion's mane supplements saw improvements in their cognitive abilities. However, once they stopped taking it, the benefits faded, meaning it works best if used consistently. Animal studies have even suggested that lion's mane might help protect against cognitive decline linked to Alzheimer's, though more research is needed. Overall, these findings hint that lion's mane could be useful for supporting sharper memory. Adding lion's mane to your diets is easy. You can find it as a powder to mix into coffee, tea, or smoothies. It's a convenient way to give yourself a morning or afternoon mental boost. For those who prefer capsules, they are available too, and make for an easy option. If you are cooking, try fresh or dried lion's mane mushrooms in recipes like stir-fries or soups. Some people even use it in place of meat for a vegan steak. However you decide to try it, this mushroom offers an easy and natural way to support brain health and keep your mind sharp. Broccoli. Broccoli may look like just another green vegetable, but it's a nutritional vegetable with unique benefits for brain health. With its green color and slightly bitter taste, broccoli often stands out on the dinner plate. But beyond its taste and texture, broccoli is a source of vital nutrients that are good for maintaining memory and overall brain health. One of broccoli's biggest strengths is its high vitamin K content, known for supporting bone health. Vitamin K also plays a lesser-known but crucial role in brain health. It's particularly good for maintaining brain cell structure and resilience, which is vital for preserving memory. Studies show that vitamin K may help support memory and cognitive abilities, especially as we age. Then there's choline, an essential nutrient in broccoli that's connected to cognitive health. Choline is a building block for acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that plays a direct role in memory, learning, and focus. It helps brain cells communicate better with each other, which is essential for learning and remembering new information. By promoting a better flow of information in the brain, choline can improve memory and mental clarity. Broccoli's fiber content also adds value. Fiber supports stable blood sugar levels, and steady glucose levels can help improve focus. This is because fluctuating blood sugar may lead to brain fog. Vitamin K, choline, and fiber make broccoli a smart food for brain health, especially when it's included regularly in meals. Vitamin K is particularly beneficial for memory retention and cognitive function. It's also an antioxidant, meaning it helps protect brain cells from damage due to free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can cause oxidative stress. Oxidative stress has been linked to cognitive decline, especially in older adults. So adding foods rich in antioxidants like broccoli could help shield the brain from long-term damage. Meanwhile, choline has been shown to enhance memory and learning, especially in older adults who may experience a natural decline in acetylcholine levels. Consuming choline-rich foods like broccoli supports memory retention and learning ability. This makes it easier for the brain to recall information and maintain focus. But how do you prepare broccoli? To get the full benefits of broccoli, cooking it the right way is essential. Steaming it is one of the best methods, as it helps preserve more of the vitamin K and choline than boiling or frying would. Steamed broccoli has a tender texture that makes it easy to eat, and it's a great addition to a variety of meals. Broccoli can also be roasted for a deeper flavor. Just toss with a bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper before baking in the oven. For those who enjoy smoothies, adding a few broccoli florets to a green smoothie is another way to include it without losing nutrients. Including broccoli in stir-fries, casseroles, or even adding it to pasta dishes can also make for delicious brain-boosting meals. Walnuts. Sitting as one of the foods that can improve memory is walnuts. Walnuts has earned the nickname brain food, and here's a simple reason. They even look a little bit like tiny brains. However, beyond appearance, walnuts have impressive nutrients that support memory and cognitive function. They are a great choice for anyone looking to enhance brain health. Let's take a closer look at their nutritional values. One of the biggest benefits of walnuts is their high content of docosahexaenoic acid, a type of omega-3 fatty acid. Docosahexaenoic acid is essential for brain health and is a key nutrient for cognitive function. Research has been shown that omega-3 fatty acids, especially docosahexaenoic acid, are crucial for brain cells as they help maintain cell structure and fluidity. This makes communication between brain cells easier and can improve how the brain processes information, remember details, and even concentrate. Docosahexaenoic acid also plays a role in reducing inflammation in the brain. Inflammation has been linked to several cognitive issues and diseases. So by including omega-3 rich foods like walnuts in your diet, you're taking steps to protect your brain long term. Studies have also shown that people with higher levels of docosahexaenoic acid tend to perform better on memory tests and show stronger cognitive function over time. Omega-3 fatty acids aren't just good for memory. They are directly linked to improved brain performance. This includes areas like focus, memory retention, and processing speed. The brain is highly dependent on omega-3s to function properly, and walnuts provide a significant portion of this nutrient. Research has shown that consuming adequate amounts of omega-3 can help reduce memory loss as we age. Additionally, docosahexaenoic acid is believed to slow down memory loss and may even play a role in reducing the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. Adding more omega-3s to the diet can improve both short-term memory and focus, which helps with everyday tasks and complex problem solving. What are the easy ways to include walnuts to your diet? Walnuts are versatile, which makes it easy to include them in a variety of meals and snacks. For breakfast, you can toss a handful of walnuts into your oatmeal or yogurt to add a boost of nutrients. Walnuts also work well in salads where they add a nice crunch and nutty flavor that pairs well with fresh greens and vegetables. Beetroot. Beetroot is more than just a colorful vegetable. It's a food that can boost your energy and improve brain function. Beetroot is known for its unique flavor and health benefits. For those suffering from memory loss and are looking for ways to improve it, beetroot is one of the best options for them. One of the standout features of beetroot is its high nitrate content. Nitrates are compounds that, when consumed, convert into nitric oxide in the body. The nitric oxide helps widen blood vessels, improving blood flow throughout the body, including to the brain. Better blood circulation means that your brain receives more oxygen and nutrients, which are essential for better performance. Studies have shown that diets rich in nitrates can lead to lower blood pressure and improved cardiovascular health. This means that not only can beetroot support brain function, but it can also contribute to overall health. The brain depends on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients to function properly. When you consume beetroot, the increase in blood flow can lead to better brain performance. Research suggests that nitrates in beetroot may improve cognitive tasks such as attention, memory, and decision-making. For instance, a study found that older adults who consume beetroot juice showed improvements in their cognitive function, likely due to the increased blood flow to the brain. Incorporating beetroot into your meals is simple and easy. One common way to enjoy beetroot is by roasting it. Roasting brings out its natural sweetness and makes it tender. You can cut it into wedges, drizzle with olive oil, sprinkle it with salt and pepper, and roast it in the oven until it's tender. Another easy way to enjoy beetroot is by adding it to smoothies. You can blend cooked or raw beetroot with fruits like bananas or berries, along with some yogurt or almond milk for a nutritious drink. Are you looking to improve your memory? Have you tried any of these foods? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. Also, click on the next video on your screen. You'll love it.